Dienstag ist Dilemmatag. Hello and welcome everybody to a new show called Tuesday is Dilemma Day, in which we will have a look at a Star Trek CCG First Edition dilemma combination that I've seen recently in a tournament or in an online deck list. For our first episode, we're going to have a look at a combo played by the Continuing Committee's European Organized Play coordinator Julius Melhardt at German Nationals on August the 7th. You can play along at home. We are going to attempt a planet mission, so get your away team ready, pause the video, and then see how well you fare against this particular combination. If you've got your away team ready, let's have a look at the table. As we said, we're going to attempt a planet mission, and it's important to know that our opponent is running both an alternate universe door and a battle bridge door, so damage dilemmas and AU dilemmas might be on the table here. Okay, let's run into the first dilemma. It is your galaxy is impure. We randomly have to select a personnel to be killed. That's easy, we can do that, but probably we still have personnel to go on and run into the next dilemma. And it is shuttle crash. It stops one youth personnel of our opponent's choice, so let's take out all the youth personnel, hand them to our opponent, and let them do one stop from all these youth personnel. Then it's our turn to stop somebody. This time it has to be an officer. And after those potentially 2 stops, we still need to cough up 2 navigation, and since you are at the planet mission, also strength greater than 45. Double check if you still have that. Chances are you don't, which means we will be stopped for this turn. Probably we will re-attempt next turn, so your galaxy impure will again kill somebody, but this time it will be a personnel of our choice. We know that the wall that comes next asks for double navigation, so make sure that we don't accidentally kill one of those. Alright, we probably have prepared our personnel so that we still have the 2 navigation and the strength even after the potential youth and officer stop. And this is where we already need to talk a little bit about this dilemma, because the synergy here between the officer stop and the double navigation requirement is quite interesting. If you look at the statistics of the game, there are just over 300 personnel with navigation, and of those about 300, I think it's 309, about half of them, close to 150, also have officer. So by stopping an officer, we often have a very good chance of also stopping a navigation personnel, meaning we can set up this wall quite nicely. If we look at personnel who have double navigation, again it's about the same ratio. About half of all the double navigation personnel also have officer and can be stopped that way. But we are prepared, so we can move on, and this time we run into the last dilemma of the set, and it's I hate you. To get past requires anthropology, youth, and no music. Of course, if our opponent had the opportunity to stop a youth personnel, chances are we didn't bring a second one, so this I hate you probably stops us for another turn. Also, if we accidentally brought music, which is a liability here, it will stop us for another turn. So chances are that this 3-card combo will stop our away team for 2 turns, and also for each attempt here we lose a personnel to your galaxy is impure, so we are looking at a combo that stops us for 2 turns at least, and also kills 3 personnel in the process. That's about par for the course of what you can expect in OTF these days. Personnel are so good these days that often you have to be content for nailing a mission shot for 2 turns, and that's it then. This particular combo though is quite effective against a number of affiliations. If we look at the stats, we notice that especially the Delta Quadrant will be particularly hard hit by this combo. Not Federation, but all the weird ones. Vidians have a single youth personnel in their arsenal. Hyrogen have only got 1 of them. Kazon have only got 2 of them. And also Dominion and Starfleet only have 2 youth personnel each in their personal selection, so against these affiliations you can expect this dilemma combination to be particularly effective. However, there are some weaknesses to this combo, especially of course mega teaming. If you run into this planet at a point in the game where you already have a big crew, chances are you might run right through it. When I encountered this combo with my Romulan deck, TOS Romulans, I ran right through it because I brought a big team, and also my Romulan deck doesn't have a single music in it, so I ran right through it. When I encountered it in a different game with Bajorans, I was stopped, because while I had a lot of youth personnel, one of these youth personnel also had music, so Julius simply let the music personnel go through, and I was then stopped by the I hate you. However, there are other weaknesses. Number one offender is, of course, Guinan. Guinan's special ability is, once per turn you may nullify any alternate universe icon, interrupt, event, or dilemma were present. So if she's in play, chances are she can just walk through the I hate you. Also, if you see an opponent who has seeded Temporal Benefactor, we need to be aware of the opportunity to download to hand Time Pod Ring. Time Pod Ring is a card that can be discarded from table to nullify an alternate universe dilemma once per game. No, once each turn, actually. But usually if we can nullify one particular card of a combo, that's good enough. So there are ways to deal with it, but still it was a dilemma combo I hadn't seen before, and it was very effective against the Bajoran deck that I played. So definitely a very nice one, Julius. Now, if you don't play official tournament format, if you're rather somebody who plays with Decipher-only cards, what is called traditional format these days, you don't have access to the Shuttle Crash, to the middle card of the combo, but you can also run it in the setup Your Galaxy is Impure, and then maybe a wall like Hannonian Land Eel, and then follow it up with the I Hate You. Hannonian Land Eel also has strength requirements, and it also has the opportunity to kill somebody, a weighty member with lowest cunning or fewest skill icons, opponent's choice, so we can also use this to maybe get rid of a personnel that can be useful to bust through the subsequent I hate you. Alright, that's it with our first episode. I'd love to hear your feedback, and be back next Tuesday when we're going to have a look at another dilemma combo on Tuesday is Dilemma Day. Until then, bye bye. See you next time.